Welcome to Google Hangout with John Lowe. I just would like to say I want to thank y'all for tuning in tonight. I got and the topic of the show is you must monitor your inner conversation. The mind is a vicious cycle. Uh, we need to figure out and think about some choices and decisions that we make in our life. If not, like I say, it's so much things that in people's minds, so much taking place in people's life that they get um, bombarded with so much and their mind get cluttered so they can't make great decisions or make good decisions in their life. So we need to really pay attention and concentrate on some things that we do and choices we make in our life. But tonight I got a good friend on the board with me, Mr. Ricky Martin. He's a friend of mine I met on another blog talk radio show. Um, so I, I'm getting a little feedback. You hear me, brother Rick?
Yeah, and you do have some feedback going on.
I got some feedback going on. I don't know. I hear some feedback. I don't know what's going on here.
Reverb sound like.
Yeah, I think my thing is all right. I don't know what's going on here. But
It
yeah,
sounds
so it's
it
going.
sounds better now.
It sounds better now. My computer been, you know, I, my computer been acting kind of crazy, like it got a virus or something.
Mm.
So I'm trying to get it right. Well, brother Rick, look like yeah, reverb or something going on here. Getting a bunch of feedback going on here, so I can't really get it organized here. Like I got a virus or something. Well, well, I keep getting feedback from myself and stuff like that. Well, brother Rick, I don't know that we're gonna be able to continue this show right now. You know how the devil get. The devil always get busy. When
Hmm.
he try to do something positive, he always trying to step and stop something.
Yeah, it sound like you got a 30-second delay after you speak. Then I'm hearing it again 30 seconds later.
Yeah. Well, brother Rick, I don't know that we're gonna be able to continue this show right now. You know how the devil get. So right now, brother Rick, what I'm gonna try to do is try to I'm gonna try to stop this end this progress. I mean this yeah, but I hear you real good, Joe. Brother Rick, could you give me a short introduction of what your thought about the young kids or something? Because I can hear you pretty good, so I'm gonna give you a chance to speak. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, I am known as Brother Rick on the radio blog Airway, and want to thank Brother John Lowe for having me and thinking of me to be a part of his show. Um, you know, the topic that you have tonight is something that I hold dear to my heart, and that is monitoring your inter conversations. And to me, that means you have to kind of pay attention to what you say to yourself within yourself. Um, you know, it comes to mind where nobody knows us better than we do. You know, on our daily journey, we can hold up a facade, if you will, or different character mask in in front of our face to make it appear that we are something that we are not when we come in contact with people in our daily lives. And put it another way, we can kind of portray that we are something that we are not when we interact with people in our daily journey. But at the end of the day, when we go home or when we leave other people's company, we are still who we are. Uh, we can fool most people most of the time, but we can't fool ourselves because we are with ourselves 24/7, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Even when we sleeping, we're still with ourselves. So, I think it's important that we spend a lot of time monitoring the conversations that we have inside our heads. Um, it's been noted to me that a man is what he thinketh, and or put it another way, we are who we think we are, or we are what we think all day long. And that means that what we hold in our mind in a way of conversation with ourselves, that's really who we are. It's we have to understand and we have to come to a realization that we live in a very, very, very negative world, and negativity is very commonplace in this world. And if we want any positive activity or any positive outcome in our life, we have to spend a lot of time practicing the art of positive thinking, if you will. Now, I know that uh, we have heard a lot of talk about the power of positive thinking, and most people might find that boring. But the reason they probably find that boring is because it takes consistent work to to manifest that type of mind frame. Um, Me myself, and I can speak for even you, John. Since I met you, you know, um, it is very important that we, in our daily walk in life, we try to be the same person every day. Now, I know that's kind of hard to do when it comes down to mood swings and living in our feelings, and sometimes when it comes to our female counterparts, they have emotional issues. I'm sorry, they have hormone issues that they have to deal with. They have to continue with. Is that we master the framework and the mind work of positive thinking, and the art form. See, and that's an important word. It's an art form. Just like when you want to be good at the job that you do on your work, in your workplace, you put forth a strenuous effort to be the very best that you can be, to reap monetary benefits for your actions. Well, there's also actions, or there are consequences, if you will, whether it's good or positive, consequences to be had for your actions, for a person's actions, whether it be positive or negative. And so it is imperative that we uh, constitute the lifestyle of being positive and teaching ourselves to be positive, so we can teach our children to be positive. When when our kids go to public schools, and even private schools for that matter, when they interact with people outside of the home, they excuse me, they have to contend with other people and their frustrations and the frustration that their uh, peers have at their own home. A lot of them have issues at home where when they leave the household and they go to school, that's their outlet. their household might not be a positive um, place to be in. So when they get to school, that's their outlet, and a lot of the kids they act out in a negative way. They lash out at other people. They bully other people. They tease people because they're not happy with themselves. And um, my kids and the kids that I'm closest to that look to me for some kind of positive uh, influence for them to grab onto. I let them know that when kids tease you, is usually because they don't like what they see about themselves, um, and so there's a lot of work to be done in that way. Whereas it's time to um, advocate the new revolution of looking at oneself, peeling off all the layers of the onion of oneself to find out what it is that make me tick, what makes me act the way I do, to better myself, to better my ways. So where people see me as being a positive person, at least striving for perfection. No one is perfect. No one but God and our Lord is perfect. But that doesn't mean that we can't strive to be better than what we were. You know, it's a saying, old saying, if you're not trying to better yourself, then you'll be just where you were yesterday. Or, you're gonna be doing tomorrow what you're doing today. So with the 24 hours in a day in my life, my 24 hour I invest in doing positive things, thinking positive thoughts, and that's a battle now. The battlefield of the mind is a terrible place to be in, especially if you don't have the tools and the know-how to weather the storm within your own mind. I know we all know people that uh, we love them dearly, and we want to consider them as friends sometimes. But for the most part, a lot of things they do, we just cannot, uh, uh, we just cannot approve of, and we just can't condone a lot of things, especially when you become of age now. When you get into your 30s, and going into your 40s, you want to have all them wild things about you kind of laid to the side. Um, so sorry to be long-winded, but that's my crusade. That's my mission, is uh, to be a enlightenment, if you will, of a better way of life. When you say the Lord's Prayer, um, and they speak about the kingdom of heaven. The Lord Jesus Christ, in parable, uh, and if you dissect uh, the Lord's teachings, you know the kingdom of heaven is at hand. And what that means is that the heaven that you're looking for and the right frame of mind is right here on earth while you're living. You don't have to wait till you die to be happy, or look for some happiness. The kingdom of heaven is right here at hand. So, but it takes work, and it takes know-how now to bypass all the negativity that you see on television, all the negativity that you see in the news, all the negativity that you see on Facebook and stuff like that. Now, people, we got to get smart now. We got to come to a realization and understanding what is entertainment and what is real. And and we really don't mature as a person until you can differentiate what is real and what ain't real. And so, John, I just thank you for that quick introduction about myself. But that's what I am, and that's who I am. That's my crusade, is to help the people to understand the reality what is real and what is not. Just because a person, Fox News or whatever, they tell you that this is what it is and this is how you're supposed to think. Uh, God gave us a gift earth, and that gift, one of the gifts He gave us, is the spirit of discernment. We should be sober minded enough to differentiate, to tell the difference between what is real and what is not. And it's gonna be a delay right there, John. I can't hear you. Well, John, I don't know if you can hear me, but I can't. I can't hear anything that you're saying. I can't hear anything.